first time I heard Olatunji's music was in Aquatic Park. There was about 20 congueros, and at that time I used to cut school a lot from Mission High School. I used to go hang out at the Aquatic Park, and they hadn't passed the law yet, so people could actually play congas in San Francisco, and people were playing flutes and congas, and all of a sudden, it was the one of the first things that got me out of B.B. King, because I was totally a B.B. King disciple like Michael Bloomfield and Peter Green. But I went to Aquatic Park and all of a sudden I heard, Jingle, Jingle Bop. And I was like, whoa, what's that? And then with the congas and everything. But I didn't know till later that it was Olatunji until I saw that it was actually on a CBS record, Drums of Passion. For me, it was like a revelation. There was something really beautiful about being in San Francisco at that time, where you can go to Aquatic Park or North Beach and hear Bolacete or Kenny Burrell or Gabor Sabo in West Montgomery, and that took me outside of, it makes Santana what it is to be between B.B. King and Olatunji and Tito Puente, all this, or as they call it now, world music, not just the blues. So Olatunji was supremely instrumental in, not only with me, but even with Coltrane. Coltrane wrote a song called Tunji for Olatunji. In the last concert that he played when he was alive was a benefit for Olatunji Center. It wasn't just the music, it was the consciousness of this a supreme vital information that came from his music about how things work with Africa and Mother Nature. It's not just playing congas and getting high. There's stories of planting seeds, planting, light into some seeds and water and growing. And for me, and I'm sure the Grateful Dead, the Grateful Dead and myself, he, like Sandra, they're supremely vital and necessary as American music pillars. The music of Olatunji is the music that was here before Christ, because it goes back to the motherland. So that's how deeply rooted those rhythms and those melodies are. He was a garden keeper of those melodies and those sacred chants, just to start alone, man, with that big drum, and the sound of the big drum in Antioquia Coliseum. When I die, that better be the entrance to the door to heaven. Otherwise, I'm turning back, man, There he is, Maestro.
Yeah, Maestro, you, Maestro.
How are you? Let's go like that. God bless, again, Mickey Hart, because he's letting the rest of America know, why the Grateful Dead and Santana were so indebted to Mr. Olatunji and Yusef Lateef and Roland Kirk and Sandra, man, because they broadened our consciousness and made us multidimensional beings instead of very, very predictable, boring, same old, You know, we're not TV dinners, man, and you know, because of the indoctrination, spiritual indoctrination by rhythm that Olatunji did to us, then we became more hungry. Now we want to know about Cuban music and Brazilian music and Indian music, and, you know, but it was the drums of passion. And I'm glad that that's what he called them, because that's exactly where they are.
It was 1959. I remember 1760. I was in Europe at the time, and everybody was, you know, dancing to Baba, you know, in all the jet set parties. I was, you know, and everybody in Europe. It was really big in Europe, and they were just moving to this groove because Baba was part of a whole tradition of West African music that came and influenced us. When I heard that thing in 1960, end of 1959, it changed my life. I heard a talking drum. I heard a variable pitch drum. It sounded like the human voice. I was never the same after that. I was chasing that sound to this very day. And I was on that trail then, and I'm on that trail now. And you picked up on it. Grateful Dead picked up on it. Coltrane picked up on it. Dylan picked up on it. Everybody who had an ear and a heart and a soul picked up on it. In the bigger picture, Olatunji was so important because he merged rhythm, harmony, and melody. Remember, Baba was a singer, a great percussionist, but he was even a better chanter and vocalist. So he took the chance of West Africa, and he put a little sauce, a little gumbo, he put a little of this, a little bit of that. He mixed it up, and he made this stew that was just irresistible.
What makes us as human beings conscious is putting fear aside. That's when you know you're conscious. We're unconscious as being with fear, because it's just love and fear. The sound, the rhythms, and the dances, and everything that's the rainbow about Olatunji, it's about love. You can call Olatunji love. I mean, I'm a hippie, man. I don't squirm using that word. You know, that's what it was about. Peace and love, man. That Woodstock, you know, and you know, Olatunji went to Woodstock, man. You know, we played jingle there. You know. Everything from Elvis Presley to Chuck Berry to whoever you want, man, is that African music.
That's correct. That's absolutely right. Historically, absolutely, totally correct. Spiritually, absolutely correct. There's no doubt about it. I've never met a guitar player, I might say, and I don't know if I've ever told you about it, who loved rhythm as much as you do, because I know. Because I remember in the sessions, you sat there in front of the board for days just listening to the drums before we got to the second album. We were doing the invocation, and then I said, okay, Carlos, now. Carlos jumps up, goes off to the side, picks his guitar up, and down, 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 down. He was right there, but for days, maybe a week.
To the beat of my drum, yeah.
Yeah, and for a week, he just let the drums just wash over him, and I could just, he'd say a word. You know, just sitting there cross-legged, just breathing those rhythm fumes, man, and just letting it just, you know, he became part of it, and it became part of it. It was like no session that I've ever been to. Remember, they just kept coming and going. Different people entered, off microphone, on microphone.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a session like that?
No.
Me either.
Olatunji consciously said it. You know, we're gonna do this. We're gonna send this energy, and you're gonna cooperate. And here we go, babadu, babadu, and the drums go like a volcano, and the audience are like, ah, and then he goes, okay, thank you for doing that. They just got that one. Let's try something. I was like, am I right?
Absolutely. You
Look
said
it up,
perfectly.
man. That's incredible.
That's
I never seen a musician do that consciously, to take the energy from the audience and shift it, send it
That's right.
to a place where there's harmony.
We're going to send this energy all over the world. Wherever there is famine, everybody is going to be fed. So when I say, Yambala!
shifting music energy to a place to bring harmony. That's mind-boggling to me, man. Let's close it by saying all of us owe, from our hearts, a deep gratitude to Mr. Olatunji for bringing to America, bringing to America el ritmo de luz, the rhythms of light. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well said.